and gentlemen, my name is Miss Anime, and welcome to the final official episode of the spring season. We've been through all the lineups, we've been through all the wrap-ups, and now we're gonna get to the anime superlatives, the best, the worst, the in-betweens, the whatever. I have a feeling this episode is going to be a lot shorter than the other ones because I don't think this is going to take as long. But basically it's what it sounds like. So start and then after that we're going to do the summer preview and then launch from there. But starting with the best show of the season. This was hard for me to pick because there are a lot of really good shows, but I definitely, God, let me look through the shows that I watched this season. Let me look through the shows I watched this season. So, I would have to say that the best show this season was probably Spy Family, because it was cute, it was interesting, it's something I hadn't seen in a show before. Anya is fucking adorable. I love the idea of this show about he has to play pretend family with I'm sorry, I sneezed. He has to play pretend with the mom and the little girl, and she knows that he's a spy, and she knows that Yor's an assassin. I love them. They're so cute together, and I like the fact that this espionage with the slice of life. I usually don't like slice of life shows. I think that they're very boring, but I think this show was adorable. I like her brother. The only thing I don't like is there are levels of sexism in this show, and there are levels of, sometimes it can feel like they think that a mom duty, she's working as a seamstress, and just certain things about the dialogue, but I chalk that up to the setting, and I chalk that up to where they are in the story. I don't necessarily think that means it's a bad show. I think it's a very good show, and I look forward to it in the future. Worst show. There are no inherently bad shows this season. All of them are good. All of them are okay-ish. They range from good, great to okay. The only show I genuinely was actually show bad is subjective. In terms of bad, I think I would have to go with Mahotsukai Remiki, because nothing happens. Nothing fucking happens in this show. Literally, there's no there's no plot. It's they get sent to a village, and then they're there, and then they're I can't think of what actually happens in terms of plot. There are hints of it, and there are hints of a rebellion, and then there are hints of something with the main character being a witch, and nothing happens basically. It's really, really boring, and it's sad because I actually really, really liked Grimoire of Zero. I thought it was a very good show, and I'm very, very, very upset that this show was not good. In terms of most disappointing show, that would definitely have to go to Build, Divide, Code, Wait. Because I looked forward to this show. And in the first half, I liked what they did with it. I liked the idea that, everything is kind of readjusted now that Terato's been taken by the tower. They have to backtrack. They're kind of set at square one, and then in the second half they're just I think it feels like they just had to rush through it, and it feels like this villain who I don't know what his motivations are, I don't know what his goals are, like, he wants to do something. No, actually, you know what? I take that back. Actually, I take that back. Build, divide, go right. No, the show that I'm tempted not to call it because it's not over, but so far, Shield Hero 2 has been genuinely disappointing because it basically feels like they're just kind of padding until they get to the better parts. But in terms of the shows this season that are new, that finished in this season, yeah, definitely Build, Divide, Code White, because it's just it's so. I was so looking forward to this show, and then they dump a bunch of new characters in it who I don't know who they are. I don't know their purpose. They don't do anything. None of the characters actually do anything other than Kika and Hiyoko. I thought her name was Hiyori, but no, it's Hiyoko. And it has parts I like. I like the fact that Hiyoko is wearing his hoodie. I like the idea of them having to travel and it's just disappointing because I really wanted to like it, but it ended up being a jumbled mess, and that's sad to me. In terms of the best opening, I was debating this for a long time, but ultimately I have to go with Greatest Demon Lord, because it's such a kick-ass song. And I like Ayaka Ohashi as a singer. I think she's a very strong singer. And previously, Noisy Love Power was my favorite song of that season. So, so obviously second runner-up would be Mixed Nuts, but I'm not a huge fan of Official Hige Dandism. But, visually, my favorite opening is, Spy Family. Vocally, my favorite opening is Greatest Demon Lord. That's the caveat. Visually, it's different between visual and in terms of ending, I have to go with Hero and Taramono. Not just because they used the song at the last episode, but because Tokyo Sunday Party was generally catchy as hell. And it was such a great song. I don't really remember any of the other ending songs this season. I remember the one from Spy Family, but it was just kind of okay. Like, I don't love it. I like Gen Hoshino. I think he's a very good singer, but in terms of the actual ending, I think my favorite is definitely Haru and Taramono. Speaking of which, she is hands down my favorite main character. Oh my god, Hiyori is fucking adorable. And this is the season where pretty much most of the main characters were really good. I liked Yuichi. I liked him. I liked the fact that he was psycho and he had no boundaries. I liked Lloyd. I thought he was cute. I liked most of the main characters, but he's not my favorite because she's just so precious. Oh my god, and her sausage eyebrows, is so, I watched I've heard the song. I heard the song first, and immediately upon seeing the songs is, oh my god, this girl needs to get a damn anime. We need this girl in a show, because this girl is precious. Oh, I love this girl so much. She's so cute. In terms of favorite side character, as much as I don't like the show, I'd have to go with Jenny from Greatest Demon Lord, because she's the one, she's a side character. Anya is precious, but oh my god, Hiyori and are the best leads of the season, because they're so cute. Because the show isn't actually about Lloyd, it's about her. So, in terms of that, my favorite side character actually has to be Ginny, because I like watching her grow from very timid and unsure to just, being able to just kick ass in whatever arena, and she's super cute, and I like Yor's brother, but I again, as I said in the weekly vlogs about Greatest Demon Lord, I wish the show had been about Jenny, because I wish the show had been about her developing as a character and being able to become a better person in terms of, being able to defend herself. Worst character is definitely Lou. In terms of worst character, the worst character is definitely the teacher from Mahosuke Remiki. That show was almost unwatchable because of her. She was so obnoxious and so just unbelievably awful. I almost quit the show because of her. Just, I fucking hate her with a burning passion. And is there anything else? Best episode was definitely the dodgeball episode from Spy Family, because I love the idea of one of the characters being this like giant hulking kid who is supposed to be 6 years old, but he looks like he's like 50. It's so funny. It's so funny. It's so great. That he looks like he's like 40 and he's supposed to be. It's so cute. Best premise is definitely, and I'm coming up with this because I need more shows to be. Is definitely. Is best premise. Is definitely. What's it called? Tomodachi Game. Because the idea of a show where the game is not a killing game, per se, it's a battle royale, but it's not a killing game, is very, very neat. And you don't see that very much. And it lends to the idea that characters will do literally anything to get what they want. And Yuichi is genuinely awesome, because he's just so fucking psycho. But he's psycho in a way that's not necessarily meant to be evil. And it's so cool. In terms of best anti-hero, I debated between in Kurumi and him, Yuichi. But I don't necessarily think of Kurumi as an anti-hero. Because she's not evil. She's twisted. She's more like, well, she's technically an anti-hero. Because she's an anti-hero in the terms of Accelerator was an anti-hero. Because she was twisted into being psycho, basically, by her life events. So, I would have to say the best anti-hero is Yuichi. Because I love the idea of a main character who is insane, basically, and he will do pretty much anything to get what he wants. And people, you can't trust him. You can't trust him because he's creepy and demented, and I love it. And I wish we'd have more main characters like this. I'm tired of the cutesy blank slate main characters like Junpei. Because he's good. I like him, but I want more main characters like Yuichi. And finally, what is there anything else? I don't think there's anything else. I had one more. I had best opening, best ending thing. I don't think there's a worst opening this season. There was a worst opening last season because there's a worst ending last season because the ending to Odd Taxi was genuinely terrible. Genuinely terrible. Not the ending to the show, mind you, the ending to the ending song. Best ending, best opening, best ending, best show, worst show, best protagonist, best female lead. Best female lead. Okay, there we go. Best female lead is definitely Anya, because Anya is fucking adorable. And she's also wins the award for cutest anime character this season. I like Hiyori, but oh my god, Anya is precious. She's so cute. And I like, oh cute. And she literally, and she's so just precious. And so best ending, best opening, best ending, best anime overall is Spy Family. Best opening, best ending, best show, worst show, best protagonist, best antagonist. There were no shows with real antagonists. So I can't really give a best antagonist because there were no shows with real. I guess K from Tomodachi Game would kind of count because you find out he's evil, but he doesn't really get a lot of screen time. So I don't think that counts. Other than that, no, there's no real antagonist this season. So I guess that's it for this season. Coming up next is going to be the summer review, and that will be on camera. That's not going to be a podcast. That's going to be on camera. So you guys can look forward to that. If you like this content, go and watch my other podcast, The Media Pit. I will have the Anime Pit coming up. I have an Odyssey where I'm going to start posting stuff, and you guys can, and I will see you guys in the summer season.